Welcome to Cyphus. Here I talk about my passions: video games, military service, military history, veterans, Star Wars, and Mandalorians. Tune in each week to see what I have to talk about, share some wisdom, have some laughs, and pass on a few interesting stories. Support me on Patreon for a chance to appear on the show. This channel supports #22kill. It's a community that raises awareness and combats suicide by empowering veterans, first responders, and their families through traditional and non-traditional therapies. This is Cyphus. Holy shit, y'all. Hey, what's up? It's Friday. It's your boy, Jarek Cyphus, aka Cigar and Con. New month, new content. Spooky lights abound. It's fucking Halloween, dude. And I swear to God, if any of y'all put some Christmas shit on my fucking page, I'm gonna choke out every last one of you. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not gonna be violent. I promise. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna do something a little different this month. Obviously, we have kind of the same theme though. Sticking with gaming news, what's going on with me. Start throwing a little bit more military stuff in here. And being that it's Halloween and it's hooky, kooky, spooky, we'll have some like weird or spooky news, maybe some creepy stories every once in a while. Today I have a weird news to share with y'all, but let's jump right into the whole real life situation that's going on. So I'm home today with two sick puppers. They decided to get into something they weren't supposed to. I don't know if it was a Tide Pod or cat food or what the hell it was, but they got it coming out both ends. So they're sleeping on the couch being cute and cuddly. That's fine. Dogs are going to do what dogs going to do. It's a dog's life, right? So I'm home. I was able to catch up with some Destiny because of it and kind of keep an eye on them, take care of some stuff. Get a few personal things taken care of too. I had to kind of get some banking stuff in order as well. So and today is also my mom's 64th birthday. So happy birthday to you, Mom. Love you. Sister's birthday is tomorrow. And then my parents' anniversary as well as my sister's anniversary to her husband. And all that happy jazz is going to be Sunday. And then the 7th is my brother-in-law's birthday. Lots of time for celebration, so if you don't see me around or if I don't stream Sunday for whatever reason, I'm probably making a million phone calls. I'll try to get them done before then. Monday, I'll be having cameras in both ends of me. Not going into any more details, but hopefully that will be the last invasive thing I have to have done to me to kind of get some answers on my health. Some final, like, no shit. These are set in stone answers about where my health is going to be going. Whew, let's hope that gets taken care of. Let's jump into gaming news a little bit here. As you gaming fans know, Shadowkeep is out. Seems to be doing pretty well review-wise. I'm enjoying the fuck out of it. I love it. I'm a big lore connoisseur when it comes to Destiny, so to kind of see things where they're going without leaking any spoilers, I'm fucking stoked. I'm having a good time. I want to keep doing it. I want to get a stream in there again here very, very soon. I'm going to be streaming it all next week. I'm going to be probably doing a new light run Sunday, so y'all who've never played Destiny before can see how to jump into it. Because I know a lot of PC-only folks will never get the opportunity to play Destiny 1, and Bungie knows that, so they put this thing in there called New Light, which kind of bridges that gap between Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, and then lets you jump right into the whole thing. I think it's a great fucking idea. I want to run it for myself on the stream so y'all can kind of see it and engage in it. And we'll see if we can get some more people playing Destiny with us. Now I want to talk about some serious news. Like I said, some people asked me to start covering some military and veteran news, and I want to kind of get some of the more serious, intense military stuff out of the way. We already talked about the USS George Bush sailors last week. And I kind of want to go over this. James Shelton, Vincent Forline, Ethan Stewart, and Robert John Bartulowitz. I hope I pronounced that last one right. The first person on that list, James Shelton, is actually a chief, by the way. So if y'all don't think that, one of those suicides was an airman, but James was a chief petty officer in the Navy. So it goes all the way up and down. And as one article had already said, stress starts at the top. It really does. And if the command climate is in a very negative place because there's a bad energy coming from the front office, well, that's going to trickle down to all of your sailors, from your junior officers to your senior enlisted to your most greenhorned airmen you have, fresh out of boot camp smelling a sea bag. Yeah, that's a serious thing. You have to be able to gauge and engage your audience. You have to be able to be fully aware. They say know your people, right? It's called intrusive leadership. It's all about knowing your people, and there's no exception to that rule when it comes to the commanding officer of a ship, a shore command, or even a squadron. You have to know your folks, and that's the only way to prevent things like this from happening is to be aware of how everyone's feeling, but also be aware of yourself, because if your negative energy, thoughts, opinions, verbalizations, whatever it is, even your gestures are affecting people around you, you might need to check yourself. You might need to take a step back, let the XO put his hand on the wheel, his or her hand on the wheel for a few. It's okay to take a mental health day. I did Thursday because I had a rough day. I know I had promised consistent streaming, but look, I've got mental health issues. A lot of my other fellow streaming friends have mental health issues. We have to take a mental health day once in a while, and I did on Thursday, and I'm better for it. I was able to kind of compose, the beginning of the new month kind of content for y'all in a little bit more organized manner and be a little bit more articulate and not seem so scatterbrained. Mental health is important. Whether you are a video gamer, an office clerk, a wrench turner, or a soldier, sailor, marine, airman, doesn't matter. If you're running the boat, if you're the one swabbing the decks on the boat, mental health is important, and understanding and having an empathic synergy with your folks is so critically important to stopping. And well, you can't stop them every time, but we have to do our utmost to prevent military suicides. I'll get to veteran suicides in another video, but we have to understand why this is such a kind of a sobering thing, because I have some sobering stats. I went over some Pentagon sites. These links will be in the description below, by the way, so feel free to read up on this if I made any errors. But I want y'all to be aware that in calendar year 2018, we lost 541 service members. That was 321 active duty and 220 reservists. What does that mean? The rates have doubled since 2006. There's a 20.1 per 100,000 service members suicide rate right now. 20.1 out of every 100K are going to commit suicide statistically. And the year's not even done yet. We've already had 4, so that 4 of them were on the Bush already. And that would put the Bush at 6, I believe, in the last 2 years. It has to stop. It has to stop. I don't care if you're Airman Joe Schmuckatelli or Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. If you're having a rough day and you need to take a mental health day, speak up, say something, announce it, take it. Your mental health is important. This brain gets you through the day. This brain helps you get the job done. Your body is a tool. You got to keep it in good shape. You got to keep it clean. You got to keep it well lubed and taken care of. But this is what allows that tool to do the job correctly. And if you're not here tomorrow, you can't do that job anymore. And not only that's speaking from a kind of a machinist standpoint. Then you have to consider how many people are affected by the loss of you. The impact is immediate. Those who love you are going to be devastated. And who knows, we've seen chain reaction suicides happen before. People who are so low, you might be the only person in that one person's life. They may have nothing left to live for. They could commit suicide. The overall mood gets down here, and it stays there for a while. It takes so long for the morale of a command to recover from suicide, especially for someone that was respected and loved. And I'm pretty sure those folks were respected and loved. You had a guy made chief, and you had a variety. You had across the spectrum, from first class all the way down to an airman, and the rest that had committed suicide. You even had someone who would run the gate in August and was on a bit of a police chase and was shot dead. Nobody knows if that was for sure self-inflicted. There will be more to follow on that. Those investigations take a while, but these deaths are preventable and they are entirely unnecessary. And it's kind of a sensitive topic for me to talk about that, because I've lost, we've all lost friends to suicide. It's affected me personally because I've lost several friends to suicide. I know several veterans and current military members who watch my channel have also experienced this and have had friends who've taken their own lives. Got to stop the stigma that seeking help is a weakness, because it's not. It's a strength. Talk to someone. Take mental health days. And that's all I got to say about that for right now. We'll follow up on this in another video as more comes out about the Bush suicides, as well as the latest details on what the final numbers are going to look like for 2019. I know it's depressing, it's sobering, but we have to talk about it, because if we don't talk about it, we ignore it, it continues to be a problem. Now for the weird news. This is kind of a weird and funny story at the same time. I don't know if you all are aware, Maryland residents are probably very aware of this, that it happened up by Coppin State University. A 1,600-pound bull got loose. And it got kind of corralled into a field near the university. And then authorities can try to confront it, try to corral it, kind of center it up. And it wasn't cooperating. It was getting agitated. It was getting aggressive and angry and agitated. It fled. It got through fences and police tape. Got into some neighborhoods. They had to put 3 rounds of tranquilizer in this sucker to put her down. And then he had to be put on a flatbed tow truck just to get out of the area. So this thing weighs as much as a car. It's 1,600 pounds. So it's West Baltimore. It's not like BFE in Illinois or Missouri somewhere where you expect to see cows all the time. This is Baltimore, and there's a bull on the loose. So, yeah. Glad you guys and gals are okay up there in Baltimore, but woo, that's a close one. So yeah, that's really about all I got for this week. Next week, like I said, we're going to be sticking with Destiny 2 Shadowkeep pretty much through the end of the week. Next Sunday, we will switch gears and start streaming Doom. We'll do that for a week, and then we're going to switch to Galaxies and Guild Wars 2 for its creepy, spooky content. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. As always, drop a like and a sub, and support me on Patreon if you can. Every little bit helps. Love y'all, folks. Jarek Cyphus, signing out.